Something that I found really interesting is how this work contrasts to the other works of Shakespeare that I've read, particularly Hamlet and Macbeth, which are much more dramatic and tragic, whereas this one is more playful. One concern is definitely imbalance, shown when Hermia is in love with Lysander, but she's supposed to be in love with Demetrius. This is also shown when Lysander and Demetrius are rubbed with the love potion and they both fall in love with Helena, sending everything out of order and out of balance. Another concern is self esteem. Helena refuses to believe that the men are both in love with her, showing that she has a really low self esteem. Whereas Hermia has a really high self esteem because she's absolutely dumbfounded and upset when neither man is in love with her. Um, and I think this just overall shows the imbalance of the play. And it also shows that this play, like Shakespeare's others, is really complicated, but in a much less dramatic and more playful kind of way. In the first scene, I wasn't sure who Phoebe was in the line, Phoebe doth behold. Phoebe is the Greek goddess of brightness and radiance, and this new information doesn't really move the plot, but I think it shows that Shakespeare really focused on the set of the Greeks, and it also shows just like the romantic aspects of the play and how it's about running away for your true love. In terms of gender, I think that women are portrayed as submissive. Aegeus threatens to have his own daughter killed if he doesn't marry the man that he wants her to, showing that the male is dominant. But in contrast, we see that it's the men that are affected by the love potion, which to me shows that the men are more easily controlled than the women. All this shows that femininity is stuck under the control of masculinity, and when femininity tries to take over, the natural world is completely upset. This is shown by the lovers getting all mixed up with each other. But once everything is restored, masculinity wins out. Just showing the main gender roles that existed at this time. I think that the audience probably connected less with the characters because of the casting, since the characters probably didn't connect very well with each other, since they were both portrayed by men. I think this also emphasizes that the female roles were considered lesser than the male roles, but then again, the people of Shakespeare's time probably didn't know anything different. And then my questions are, why are Theseus and Hippolyta only seen at the very beginning and then at the very end? And does love win out in the end, or is it something that is just forced upon the characters with magic and love potions?